I used to teach surfing, and the biggest problem I had was kids, especially kids, would take the boards out to, you know, take the big surfboards out and feel completely overwhelmed with it. With body surfing and handboarding, you essentially are learning how to catch a wave without that big board. I'd been making these planes, like I said, since I was a kid, and I took this board out, and I was just catching waves twice as long, far further, because of that extra volume that it had. It had that, you were just able to get right up on the board, whereas before I would get sort of the same wave I would get, and I would just start sinking because I'm putting all this pressure down, and I would just start going down, and you know, I'd end up having to kick out because I just wasn't going far enough. That wedge that you see that we have today, that's the board, and that's where that came from, is riding those waves and getting as far as you can and getting as much lift as you can. So that's why they have that bigger volume. They have, you know, that beautiful shape, of course.
The first day, I mean, it was probably 1 to 2 feet, and I had a blast. Like, I was catching waves, and I understood now, like, what it really felt like, and within the first few weeks of handboarding, I was going in 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot waves and catching actual barrels.
You have a small board or a planing device that fits onto your hand, and what that does is it increases sort of the circumference of your hand. So instead of doing body surfing just a hand, you now have a little board. I want kids to have fun on it, you know, and I want everybody to have fun on it. And it's great to see the smile. I mean, it's undeniable every time you see that smile, that somebody comes up after either an absolute flogging or just the wave of their life, and no matter what, it's just this massive like smile. And we try to put, well, we don't even try to, we put that at the end of every sort of wave that's ridden it, like whether it's Willie Cole, who's been riding them since way back when, to like, you know, little Toby, who just has this huge smile on his face. And so that's, you know, that's what we're aiming for.